Good morning. It was something laying in the street here. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a dead animal. Oh, Lord knows. I don't want to see that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 26, 2023. But before I start my video of telling you all my updates, I want to send out a huge happy anniversary to my sister and her husband. They made 8 years yesterday on the 25th of July. That was their wedding anniversary, and I forgot to mention it yesterday on here. So I want to say happy anniversary to my sister, Cherie and Greg. They're spending some honeymoon time right now. They're away for a little couple of days of getaways. Happy anniversary to them. I don't know if either of them watch my YouTube channel. I think my sister does periodically. So happy anniversary to them. And then I want to send out also yesterday that I wanted to mention, and I failed to mention yesterday, I want to send out a huge happy heavenly birthday to a special and dear friend. He also was my boyfriend for 14 years when I worked at the University of Chicago Hospital, college. Daryl, he died. It's probably been 4 years now that he's passed. And so I want to say happy heavenly birthday to him. His birthday was on yesterday. He would have been 60 years old had he lived. He died very young. I will say this, that, it hurt tremendously losing him. And he was the love of my life. I was so in love with him. So I still think about him, although we were not together when he passed, but he was someone that I was very much in love with at one time. So happy heavenly birthday to him. Hope that he is dancing in the streets paved with gold. He loved house music. He was a DJ. He was just somebody that, like I said, that I loved for years. So now that I got that out of the way, good morning again to all of you. Good morning. I hope you guys have had a great 2 days of your work days, 2 days of our work week. I certainly want to get on here and say thank you to all of you all that have sent kind and encouraging words my way in regards to the apartment, the job, the cat, all of that. I cannot reiterate that enough, how thankful and grateful I am for each and every last one of you, because you certainly have been wonderful during this time, being understanding, in regards to me not filming, so forth and so on. So now let me get to the meat of this story. So yesterday, Tuesday, was my hearing at work. I am very confused right now. I am upset. I don't understand what the hell happened yesterday. So yesterday, the meeting was at 8:30 in the morning. And I couldn't go out on my assignment because I had to wait to have this meeting. So the meeting was at 8:30. I arrived, a few minutes early. My union steward was there, the admin of our department, and the human resource liaison person. So I walk in, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? All of this, the antics or whatever. So my union sir says, well, this is only going to take a minute. We're not going to be in here long. He says, says my last name, let's just say Miss Jones. Without telling you all my last name, because people tend to want to come look me up and send me all kinds of friend requests, and I don't feel like going through all that. So those of you all that know me, you know my last name. Those of you that don't, I'm just not going to disclose all of that. So he says, we're not going to be here long. Miss Jones has filled out the dual employment form. I had it. I had my copy. The admin had the hard copy. So, she sees it, or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm sorry to keep putting my hand in here. I'm trying to fix this. She was the person that was supposed to get the dual employment form, and she was supposed to make sure that one of the commissioners of our department, signed off on it for the okay. So that never happened. Okay, the admin, when all of this was going on last year, the admin was leaving to have hip surgery. So he didn't check up on it to see if it had been, he sent it, but he didn't check up on it because he was out for 3 months for hip surgery. He sent it, he sent it to her. She did not send it to the appropriate person or people to have it signed. So he says, this is what it is. This is what happened. So he said, I don't know what happened, where he dropped the ball. He said, but we met with the IG. She had her meeting. This is what they recommended, and this is what she did the next day. Okay, so she's standing there, she's not saying nothing. So then I interject and I say, yes, I had no idea that doing a hobby, an internet hobby, being a influencer, where I'm not punching in at another company, I'm not getting a check, so to speak. I said the little money I make, I said it's peanuts in comparison to what I make here. And I told you all yesterday how much money I make. Okay, so I said, because if that was the case, I was like, they all started laughing. I was like, I wouldn't be, if I was really a big star, I wouldn't be here, right? So she laughed too or whatever. And so I said, but I was on DD in 2021. I was on medical leave in 2022. So the last form that I filled out was in 2020. And I said, and had I known that I was supposed to come and ask for that, or had I known that the internet, making money off the internet was considered a second job, where in the are you going? She looked high as hell. I said, if I had known that it was considered to be a second income, I said I certainly would have, asked for the form to fill out. I said, this is something that I do in the privacy of my own home. I said, it is not something that it's my own, kind of like my own personal business. I said, I was just unaware. I said, moving forward, I will now come in and get the form from, I'm not going to say his name, let's just say Jim. I'll come in and get the form from Leroy, okay? And so Leroy goes, yeah, I'll make sure that, just come in and ask me. He said, or I'll remind you, you fill it out. He said, next year, or, we can fill out one now. We can do another one. He's being all helpful, whatever. So the union then says, yeah, so, he was like, so we did that. He said that IG didn't have any recommendations in regards to what should transpire. Should she be suspended, terminated, blah, blah, blah. So she's just standing there. She's taking her notes or whatever. And then she goes, well, we'll have to get back to you, Miss Jones, and let you know what our decision is. What? So now I am very confused. So I'm like, I thought this is what the meeting was about, was to make the decision. Well, whatever y'all were going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I said, get back to me. So now I'm getting upset, and y'all know me. So I'm like, the fuck is she talking about? Because I'm confused. So the union guy does like this to me. He's like, get back to her about what? He was like, isn't this the meeting to make the... So he said what I was thinking. And she's like, well, we still have to decide because it is a disciplinary hearing, and we have to decide what it is we're going to do. And so he's like, no. He's like, we already are here for that. He was like, no, there's not going to be no suspension. He said, because she did what she was supposed to do. He said, I don't know who didn't feel it, who didn't sign, why it wasn't signed off. He was like, but, he was like, no. He was like, it stops right here. And so then she went, and so then he said, there was no recommendation from the IG. She said, yes, there was. There was a recommendation that she be suspended. So I'm like, I said, I have the same report that you guys have. I was given a copy of the IG report. I said, and I read it thoroughly, and I did not see that. I said, can I see that? Can I see what your copy says? So she pulls out the copy, and she's reading it along. So then I had my copy. So I pulled my copy out, and I said, what page do that say on your copy? Because I need to see where it say it in here. She said, it's on the first page. So I said, where? So she's like, it's here in this right here in the first paragraph, whatever. I said, that's not what that say. I said, that's say. And so I read what it said. So I said, can you read what yours say? She never read it. But then when the union said something to her, then she said, it says right here to be read. I said, what? I said, maybe they got a different page. I don't know. So then the union says to her, so now he's getting pissed. He was like, that's not what that means. That's not what. So anyway, it's some logistics or some wording or some translations that he was saying that I can't repeat because I don't remember, and I didn't understand it, right? Because I'm standing there like a deer in headlights, confused. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, really. You know what I'm saying? Because all I wanted to know was that this shit was done, right? I don't give a fuck about none of that other stuff. I just want to hear, hey, you're in the clear. Go on with your life. Boom, bam. Enjoy the rest of your day, right? That didn't happen. So I'm still standing there going, what the double F? What? And I'm a very intelligent person. I feel that I am. I mean, there's things that I don't know. Nobody knows everything. If I don't understand something, I ask a question. If I need clarity about something, I ask questions. So she just wasn't making any sense. What she was saying wasn't making any sense. And she just standing there looking kind of goofy. She has some sharp sunglasses, though. I wanted to ask her where she got them from. But just standing there looking kind of goofy, and I'm like, so he said, again, that wasn't the recommendation. He said she's a good employee. He said she's been here 10 years. He said she has never been written up. She has never received an oral or a written, a verbal. She's never been suspended. He said she's never been in any trouble. He said she was ignorant to the fact that she was supposed to, he said, and no fault on her own. He wasn't calling me ignorant, but he was just saying that I was ignorant to the fact that I was supposed to do this, which I did not know that if you're somebody that's on the internet, this is what you need to do. Because I was under the impression, and this was my own ignorance, that if you worked somewhere outside of the company, that it would, and they think that it would interfere with you working for them, and you're getting a paycheck, you're clocking in doing a timesheet for another company, that was something that you had to report. I've been there 10 years, and in the 10 years that I've been here, they always ask, do you anticipate having another form of employment? And I have always said no, because I ain't never worked nowhere else but here in the last 10 years. I've never had an outside job. I've never had a part-time job anywhere doing anything other than right now YouTube and OnlyFans. And it was a hobby, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't even think to go to them and say, oh, I did, and I brought this up. I said I did call and ask, could I be on YouTube and OnlyFans? I said I was calling about OnlyFans because I didn't know if that was okay, because of the type of employee I am, because I'm like under that umbrella, of what you call kind of like government, you know what I mean? I'm under that umbrella without telling y'all what the umbrella is, but I'm kind of like under that. So, you've heard of like teachers being on OnlyFans, and they were found out that they were on OnlyFans and they lost their job, right? So that was my concern, was that because I'm under that umbrella, would that be some type of conduct, or you know what I'm saying, whatever. So I said I called before I got on the this other platform, and I made it seem like I called about YouTube, and I said, and I was told that, it was good, and I said, and nobody said to me that, that's considered second income if you're making money from it, da 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 da. I mean, we all know in the world what OnlyFans is. We all know that it's a subscription. So why didn't somebody from Human Resources tell me then, well, that's considered dual employment because you're charging people to watch your content and you need to report that. Nobody said that. And then I did. And then I said, when I got hired over here in this department from the other department, I said, because in 2020, I filled out the form and I didn't have a dual employment in 2020. I was doing YouTube in 2020, but I wasn't monetized in 2020. And I said, when I was hired here, I said the hiring packet, the forms that I needed to fill out, all the forms that you all gave me, because this is from her department. She's the Human Resources liaison person. I said, in that packet, I said, nobody, people who cars are already towed the fuck up, they have no problem hitting your shit that ain't towed the fuck up. She came from over here, swung all the way over here. Anyway, so I said there was nothing in the packet that I received. I said, there was nothing. I said, there was nothing in your packet. So the union guy goes, well, that's the fault of the human resource person. Looking at her, like, what fuck y'all do? Why y'all didn't give it to him? Why did y'all make sure that was in the packet? I still didn't get no resolve in this situation. So now I'm still waiting, because now they got to make a decision. Decision about what? At did what I was supposed to do. So we leave. The union guy was like, okay, well, like I said, there's nothing, we don't need to make it. We're done. She did what she was supposed to do. So I go to my car because now I have to wait on my partner to come back and get me, so that we can go to the job site. So she had went to the one job site that we had went on. Then come to find out, right before I left out of there, my foreman goes, "Oh, CC, everybody, people call me CC at work too, just so you all know." He says, everybody call me CC, matter of fact. So he goes, "CC, you got to go all the way up north." He said, "We were going to be back over where we were yesterday, but we got to go all the way up north because it's the red line." If y'all don't know what the red line is the L here in Chicago. Got the red line, the blue line, the green line. The red, blue, and green line here in Chicago. And he's like, "We got to go there and we had been there." He's like, "We got to get those lights on." So I'm like, okay. So I'm just still kind of like confused, right? So I got to go in this morning when I'm in this video early because I got to go talk to two admins because I got to go find out what I got to go get some more information about this because I don't understand. So I get to my car and I call my union steward. So he was on the phone. So I text him. I said, when you're done, can you call me? So he called me. He was like, "Listen here." He was like, "I will fight this." He said, "I will fight." He was like, "Don't worry about it." He was like, if you did what you were supposed to do, he said, "You were ignorant to that fact that you were supposed to report." He said, "Now you know." He said, "Now you know." He said, "I said what I said." He said, "I said you were a good employee." He said, "Which you are." He said, "For you not to have gotten written up," he said, "doing one of the hardest jobs in this city for 10 years. I told y'all, I worked behind a garbage truck, dumping garbage for 10 years. The most nastiest, grimiest job that most people in America would not do. And I never got written up. I never got wrote up. I never got in any trouble. You know what I'm saying? I hated the job, but I did my job. Okay? I did my job. Because that's the way my mother and father raised me. Whatever job you do, whether you like it or you dislike it, my mother used to always tell me, don't do a half-ass job. And that stuck with me. My mother's been telling me that since I was a little girl. And my mother and my father had good work ethics. My mother and my father, they worked. They stayed on jobs for years and years and years. And I saw two parents getting up, going to work every day. Okay? Two responsible parents. Not two parents who was getting high, who was drunk, falling down. I didn't have perfect parents, but I had the best parents. And one thing my mother and father instilled in me and my sister was good work ethics. My dad constantly, when I had this other job, we would constantly talk about it. And I would say, "Daddy, I hate this job. I hate this job. I hate this job." Sherelle, don't quit. Sherelle, don't quit. He called me Rail. Rail, don't quit. Don't quit that job. You're going to get another job right there, in the same company, in another department. Don't quit that job. You need that money. You need that money. You're a single mama. You need that money for Christopher. Da, 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 da. And I listened, and I didn't want to stay. Okay? But I didn't quit. Now, when I got hurt, I got hurt, and they was trying to send me back, and I didn't get another job within the same company, I was going to quit. But thanks be to God, I didn't have to do that. I'm making more money. I told y'all about that yesterday. I make good money. So, having said all of that, I know who I am, and I know what I've did and what I have not did. You know what I'm saying? And I've complied with all the rules that this job has asked me to do. I've done that. And to get to this point, to be told that there's a possibility that you might be suspended okay, for something so little as being a internet influencer, okay, which does not interfere with this job. 7 to 3:30, I'm here. What I do in the privacy of my home is my business. And somebody, I think it was Sharnita Lynn yesterday, and I didn't respond to her comment yet. She said, you know, these jobs just want your whole life. They just want to own you. And it's just so true. You know, like, I mean, I know there's certain things that you're not supposed to do, even though you're not on the clock, but because you're under that umbrella, you know, you still have to maintain a certain conduct even outside of work. I know. Okay, I know. But that's why I don't do custom videos on OnlyFans for men when they be saying, no. Because of the type of job that I do have, I don't want, whether I had this job or not, I don't want my stuff. Because you can take that video, you can put that video on any porn. Oh, too much porn. I know, okay? You can put you can put that video anywhere on porn sites. Okay, especially if you pay for certain porn sites, okay? You're able to upload. Now ask me how I know. But I know. I never did that. But I know. Okay? So I would never do that. And so when men get mad at me on OnlyFans and say, why you want to do a custom video? That's why. I don't need that to backfire with this job. I don't need that to backfire later with my son. You know, I don't care how old he is. I don't want him on there and he see me doing something. You know, I'm not down with that, and I would never do that. So I mean, I feel like I've done the rules, so to speak, of, you know, what I'm supposed to do. So I'm just not understanding at all. I'm not understanding. You could have pulled up. Jeez. How did you just pull right here? I'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. My hand was working. Finally. Whew. Whew. It's hot, y'all, here in Chicago. Lord, it's hot already. I feel like I've done everything in the last 10 years, you know, that I'm supposed to, that I should have done. And, you know, I just don't understand. You know, I don't understand what I did or what I have did or that has been so wrong. I'm just not understanding that. I really don't get it. Oh, shut up. Seatbelt. Shut up. So, anywho, that's the story. That's the tea. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'll keep y'all posted. But it has. I'm gonna say this. I'm aggravated. To say the least, I'm aggravated because I thought that it was over with, and it seemed like it ain't over with. And it's like, why ain't it over with? You know, and it's just something that I just don't need in my life. And I just, you know, I want it to be over. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be over. I want to go on with my life. You know, it has been hanging over my head for the last year or so. And, excuse me, and when I went down into the IG, you know, that was hard. And then I want it out of my life. I want it out of my life. That's how I feel, you know. The other thing that I wanted to tell you all about was the apartment. So yesterday my landlord called me and said that my cat was up. The other cat that was a sister to the cat who died. And he goes, she running around and we don't want to paint in there. Because we don't want to take that chance, you know, because of everything that happened with the other cat. Okay, whatever, fine. I said, okay. So he said, so I need you to put her up, you know, put her somewhere, so, you know, because we don't want to take a chance on her running out the door. He was talking about how active she was and how wild she is. Well, first of all, my cat has been traumatized, okay? She's going through separation anxiety. I talked to the vet. I called the vet. I told the vet the stuff that she was doing. I bought her these collars that you put around cats and dogs to keep them calm when they're going through, when they're going through a situation, like when you're moving into a new place, or when you what's the word I'm looking for? When you you know, firecrackers, you know, if the fireworks are going, it's supposed to really keep them calm, help them to sleep and calm down. So I had put one of those on her, and it helped for a while, and it's supposed to last for like 2 weeks. So it's been past the 2 weeks, but she's dealing with separation anxiety from the cat, her sister. And then I did something that I should not have did. I went and got 2 more little kittens that I haven't put here on the YouTube yet. And that might have been too much. And lastly, I'm not there. I haven't been up there in a week. And so she's, you know, going through separation anxiety, you know. So I had to put her in my bathroom and close the door, because the other 2 little kittens are in that room, and she ain't feeling them at all, you know. So I gotta kind of get them together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go get a gate and get a I went on YouTube and looked at I'm subscribed to this guy who talks everything about cats and what you should do for cats when they're going through this, that, you know, whatever. So they didn't finish the apartment, so they're gonna go in and finished painting the bedroom today. He's going to put my bed back together. He's going to plug my TV and everything back up. And I should be able to be back in my apartment by the weekend. My mom has been great. My mother has just been amazing. And I just thank God for my mother. I thank God that my mom is still here. And she, just she didn't have an issue with me being in her house, so I just thank God for that, so thank you, Mama. Thank you. I love you. If you're watching this, I love you, and thank you. And I'm gonna treat you to dinner or something when this is all over with. I know my mother loved Red Lobster. I'm not a fan of Red Lobster anymore. I used to be, but Red Lobster is not like it used to be. But she loved going to Red Lobster, so I think I'm gonna take her to Red Lobster. So they're gonna finish that today. Today is Christopher's first day of orientation at his new high school. We are very, very excited about that. Last year, it was a lot of drama. His freshman year was really, really hard. I'll tell you all a story. I think I told you all about it, but I'll reiterate why I moved him. But this is going to be a much better fit for him. And shout out to my niece, Diana, who probably watches my YouTube channel, maybe not. But Diana, my niece, she has been the liaison for helping me find him a school. She did all of the paperwork and looking for high school. So, I thank God for my village. I thank God that, that I have family that love me and Chris. And I thank God for you all. You all have been just wonderful. And reading your comments has brought a lot of calmness to me and a lot of peace. It's a lot of the anxiety that I have been feeling and experiencing over the last couple of weeks. I just, you all have really, really helped me. And so I thank you for that. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate the love and the support, especially my ride or dies, who, I don't care if I get on here and say, boo, y'all gonna make a comment. So I thank you all. There's so many of you all. And I really, really want to thank the women here on this platform, because the one thing that I don't have a lot of on this channel is women. I have more men than I have women. And so when women make a comment, I'm just eager to see what a woman has to say. I'm not a lesbian, okay? I love men. But I don't have a lot of women subscribers to this platform. And I started this channel for women. But women don't watch me for whatever reason. Okay, I don't know. But so when I see women make comments like Angel, Wilma, Cassandra, it's a lot of, it's more of you all that make comments and like the videos and watch the videos. And so I just really, really want to say to you all, thank you so very much. I want this channel to grow in another direction. It's not that I love the men that are here that support me as well. If it had not been for the men here on CC's Fashion Is My Passion, I would not have reached 1,000 subscribers. I would not have reached 400 watch time hours. I would not be monetized had it not been for the men. And so I know who got me where I am, and I do not take that lightly or for granted. However, I do want to have, I have 96% men who watch this channel, and I have 14% of women who watch this channel. And so if I could get, just half or of that 96% of women, if it was like equal, or even if it was a little bit below that, but if it was in the 80 percentile, that would really, make me happy. So that's my goal and that's my aim, to continue to bring women along and bring women here to this platform to watch it. So those of you all that watch the platform, please tell women about my channel. And I know, I don't have the best rapport with women. I don't know why, but women don't like me. They don't like me they don't like me off of YouTube. Okay, whatever that is, I don't know. I don't get into that. Whatever, it's their thing. It ain't my thing. I don't have a problem with nobody. I am who I am. I can't change the way I look. I can't change the fact that I got a big booty. I can't change the fact that I'm fly. I can't change the fact that I'm who I am. You know what I'm saying? So women have a problem with me. They've been having a problem with me since I was a little girl. But that's all right, though. I'm going to be who I be. You know what I'm saying? Like Jill Scott talk about, she got that song, Hate on Me, Haters. I'm going to be who I be. I'm going to be who I be. So, but I would hope that eventually my audience would spin and be more women. So that's my thing. I will keep you guys updated on these things that's going on in my life. I will keep you all updated. I will share a picture of my kittens at some point when I get back in my apartment. I will share. Okay? All right. I thank you guys. I love you. God bless you. I'm going to try to do my best to stay in a good, positive vibe. And thank you all for supporting me. I appreciate you all. I will be doing an Shein back to school video this coming weekend, if all goes well with the apartment. If I can get everything out my apartment, out my living room, back into my bedroom, if I can get everything set back up, I'll have a video coming for you all right? If not, it ain't gonna happen until next week, okay? But I'm aiming for this weekend. Fingers and toes and legs and everything else crossed, okay? All right, y'all. Have an awesome, awesome day. And you know where I will see you in the next Cece's Fashion is My Passion YouTube video. Bye. God bless you. Love you. Is that how you do the heart? How you do the heart? I think that's the heart. Bye.